Cool.
Morning, Ali.
Good morning. And welcome to Let's Be Frank to them. Today we decided to have a little chat about our values, which in the very first podcast we published, we listed the 7 values that we have as a company. And we haven't really spoken much about them since, but we've spoken about our blueprint a little bit. And so we want to kind of talk about how the two should work together and what our idea is for our values as a company.
Yeah, so we had 7 values.
Yeah.
But now that we have the blueprint, there's overlap.
Yeah.
There's duplication. And we want to reduce the number of values to get rid of that duplication.
Yeah.
I think values still have a place. Kind of broad, overarching, guiding principles, and things that define us.
Yeah.
So the formula is about what is it that we want to be known for, and what are we striving towards.
Yeah.
So we're not there yet. It's about what are we working towards. The values are those things that you can always refer back to. And for me it's about, well, any decision that we're making, can we relate that back to the values?
Yeah.
So if we just quickly run through the values, it's okay to be a little weird,
Yeah.
which is extremely important to us.
Very, very important.
Have fun. Be humble. Be proud and exude confidence. All for one and one for all.
Yeah.
I've
I've gone completely blank. You listed the ones that I remember.
Close enough is
Oh,
not good enough.
Yes.
And embrace and drive change.
Yeah. I mean, this also proves why we maybe need to reduce them a little bit, as it's quite a hard list to remember. Although we have shown that you can remember a list of 20 things if you put your mind
it's not
to
that
it.
difficult to remember.
Yeah.
But so I mean, the ones that stand out for me where there's a clear overlap between what we have currently as values, and that's also in our formula, is the all for one and one for all.
Yeah.
About the teamwork, and there are a number of the elements in the formula that speak to teamwork.
Yeah.
The second one is embrace and drive change. I mean, that is also very important to us as an organization, and
it's like FitFo kind of encompasses that quite well.
Absolutely.
Number 8 in our
absolutely.
Formula, yeah.
And the very first one on the top line, challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
So there's big overlap there. So we spoke about teamwork, the all for one and one for all. And kind of the overlap there, some of the things that are in the formula is speaking up.
Leader culture.
Leader culture, failing to deal with issues.
The lack of accountability and responsibility, those are all kind of
Correct.
teamwork related.
Poor planning
and
preparation, those things are all planning related.
Yeah.
Or teamwork related. Have fun.
We've got
features,
that number 3.
features as exactly that.
Yeah.
So there's overlap there as well.
Close enough isn't good enough.
Close enough isn't good enough.
And that's kind of quality, which is number 2 in the formula.
Correct. And again the planning and preparation. But you're right, quality on the top line very much covers that.
Yeah.
So that leaves 3 for me, which I suppose if we look hard enough we may find some correlation, but 3 things that for me stand out as values that I would like to keep.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a little weird.
Yeah.
It's about embracing
Individual weirdness.
Individual weirdness.
I think we say uniqueness in the original.
And celebrating
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And leveraging off that.
Yeah.
Then the second one is be proud and exude confidence.
Yeah.
It's such an important thing to be proud of what you do, to be proud of the organization that you're part of. And then the third one is be humble.
Yeah.
I don't think we can emphasize that enough.
Yeah.
And there isn't something that speaks directly to humility in the formula.
Yeah.
So those are the three values that I would like to keep. And I think if I just use the argument that I mentioned earlier about trying to relate everything that we do back to our values, does it conform to our values?
Yeah.
Does it fit in there? I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with those three as values.
Yeah.
It's very easy to remember.
Yes, very easy to remember. Only 3.
Only 3.
Anyone can do
So
it.
it's okay to be a little weird.
Yeah. Be proud and exude confidence.
Be proud and exude confidence.
Be humble.
And be humble.
Yeah. So we're obviously going to have to do a little bit of an exercise to clean up where we've got the 7 values listed
Yes.
around the office and in various places. I mean, we use it in our peer recognition software currently. We salute people for living up to those 7 values. So we're going to change that slightly.
Which we'll change that for the next quarter that
Yeah.
starts at the beginning of November.
Yeah. But I think it's also quite important to say that we're not discounting those other 4. And like you said, I mean, they're all kind of covered in the blueprint, which was something that we put together as a company. Everyone had a say in that. And so those things do come through, and there are things that are important to us. They're not getting thrown away because we don't believe in them anymore, or it's just to simplify the values and kind of find a way to use the values and the blueprints together.
Yes, because the blueprint is where our focus should be, and we've got the micro formulas, which is again by virtue of voting and the voice of the people.
Yeah.
In terms of which are the elements that we have to focus on. And I'm really keen to see when we get to that point where we test ourselves against how are we doing against that.
Yeah.
But the formula and everything that it stands for, that's got to be our focus.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see more and more of the individual elements coming through. And I've been thinking about that over the last couple of days. What could be the cause of it? How do we make sure that behavior just keeps getting stronger?
Yeah.
And it's really encouraging to see. And I don't know if it is a deliberate action by individuals.
Yeah.
The fact that they walk over in the passage, walk over and see those things, or whether it is just a specific project or a phase in a project that we're in that kind of enhances that behavior.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. The encouraging thing is that we're seeing the behavior that people voted for, and they wanted they wanted to be included in the formula.
Yeah.
It's really encouraging to see that coming through.
Yeah, I'm sure however it is happening, there is that level of awareness that, we talk about it, we can point it out, and we know if something is kind of aligned with one of the enablers or disablers, and so I think just by hearing it mentioned around the office, seeing the banner up every now and again, seeing it on the floor, trying to remember which one is which number, with our brain games, I think the awareness probably does make you kind of just naturally kind of adopt those things.
Yes, that and the fact that that is something that we collectively as a group decided that we want to either do more of or do less of, and it doesn't really matter what what kind of initiates that behavior. As long as people are getting comfortable with it and displaying more of it, that's very encouraging.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm really keen to see when we measure again how we are doing.
Yeah.
And which of those have really elevated. And it will be nice for, I think, everyone in the company to see how we're progressing.
Yeah. So should we try and remember them?
Sure, let's try and remember them.
Okay. So in the top line, we've got the 10 enablers, starting with number 1.
Which is challenge the status quo.
Challenge the status quo.
Always.
Yeah. Then we've got
Quality.
I've already started going blank. Then have fun. Leader culture.
Correct.
Agile and flexible.
Agile and flexible. You won't forget that for a while.
No, I'm not going to forget that one.
6 is supporting a better you.
Yeah. 7 is commit and do.
8 is FiveFriday.
Yeah.
9 is a better you.
And 10?
10 is speak up.
Speak up. You won't forget that one.
Not for a while.
And then on the bottom line, we've got the first one being poor communication.
Disablers, poor communication.
Dishonesty.
That
was always my favorite one.
Yeah.
What are we on? 13.
13.
Us and them.
Us and them.
Yeah.
14 is failing to deal with issues.
Yeah. 15 is fear of failure.
Fear of failure.
Yeah. 16.
Not my job.
17, a lack of accountability and responsibility.
Yes.
18
negativity.
19, politics and gossip. And 20, insufficient planning and preparation.
Yeah, okay, we did okay.
We did good.
I think individually we may have struggled a little bit here and there.
Yeah, right at the beginning, that quality jumped up at me. But yeah, do you guys still remember the formula from the brain game?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we need to make more of an effort, myself especially, of kind of reminding people of the formula and talking about it more. We have this, as you mentioned, the micro formulas stuck up on the walls where we've asked people to write some actions of how we're going to achieve that or how we're going to improve those elements. And there hasn't been a lot of action to writing the actions. Yeah. So I think, I mean, it's a challenge to myself and to everyone to kind of not forget about it.
Yes. So I appreciate that you want to do more in terms of reminding, but we must also remember that we encourage leader cultures. Yeah. So it's not just my job and your job, it's a collective responsibility to remind each other of the enablers and the disablers. Yeah. And then specifically focus on the elements in the micro formula that we want to enhance.
Yeah. Cool. So remember our our reduced values are: it's okay to be a little weird, be proud and exude confidence, and be humble.
Yes.
And remember the 20 elements of the micro formula, and
the 20 elements of the formula.
I mean of the formula, not the micro formula.
And live them.
Yeah.
Live them. It's ours collectively.
Cool.
Live them.
Thanks,
Ali.
Thank you.